If it isn't my special Geminis, let's get started. Gemini. Where to start? I feel like I want to start with animal for you guys. Geminis. Messages for Gemini. Best message. Oh my god, so many. Well, I have 39 in reverse. Let's see what that says. Okay, in the reverse, Moth spirit can be intense, and honesty about your own compulsive tendencies is needed right now. It is too easy to switch from one addiction to another, distracting yourself from the discomfort of uncertainty and the thoughts and emotions that arise when you aren't single-mindedly pursuing a goal. Moth spirit calls to you to practice moderation in all things and recognize when when you think you are headed towards the light, but really heading towards a fire that will cause burnout. Why are you so resistant to letting up? Could you be avoiding difficult emotions you need to feel and release? Now is the time to do a fearless inventory so that your addictive tendencies can be toned down and rechanneled into enthusiastic activity in moderation. You are not a machine, so listen to Moth Spirit's message that a change is needed to support your well-being. Maybe deep down you know you have become too attached to something or someone. Let go of your need to control the outcome and allow yourself to remember the many ways you channel your energy to relationships, to work, and to giving yourself or others, to self-care and all the other pursuits you value. Sorry if I didn't read that totally smooth. I'm just not used to this YouTube thing. Anyways, and I received a comment. It was kind of lame. Anyways, 33 in the reverse. Okay. Are you feeling stuck? Has your spirit been broken by challenges you have faced? Your current choices may not seem the best, but you are not seeing the clearing ahead when you break free and run, where you can break free and run. Whatever your choices right now, they can lead you to exhilarating freedom. So trust the guidance of spirit. Horse Spirit is here to tell you that adventure calls, and you'll soon realize your power is greater than you think. Perhaps your frustration and feelings of being fenced in are the result of being too much for your high horse, unwilling to come down to earth and join the herd that wants to support you. Being in control and in charge can be overrated. It's time to loosen up, drop the reins, let go, and prance with others just for the fun of it. And then 3 was upright, which is 3 is associated with Gemini. So maybe these other cards were for other people around you. I'm not sure. Set healthy boundaries. Armadillo Spirit. Learning to set healthy boundaries is the gift of Armadillo Spirit. You are entering a phase where in order for you to be in alignment with your intentions and co-create your best life, you have to be discerning and say no to many things that may have been okay for you in the past. This also means that you need to learn where you end and others begin, what is yours and what's not. Know your limits and understand that it's an empowering choice to say no to what doesn't feel right. Armadillo Spirit is here to tell you it's time to be honest with yourself about what you really want. So be clear on what you are agreeing to, declare what your needs are, and say no as a full sentence. These are acts of respect and kindness to others as well as yourself. Trust your body's signals. You will know what to do. Armadillo Spirit guides you in making decisions that are grounded in a strong sense of what belongs to you and what does not. So I hope that helped you, Gemini. Okay. Karma, you will reap what you have sown. Announcement and unsettled times. Plan ahead for Geminis. Okay, for Gemini. Skull, hidden secrets can harm you. Ear, good news. Interesting. What the good news is for Gemini. Messages for Gemini. Okay, diamond in reverse, kind of, but you will be giving or receiving a precious gift. Maybe there's something good for you in romantic senses. Gemini. Oh. Gavel, involvement with the law. Wealth, interesting. Yeah, maybe you're going to have like a good relationship. Archway, new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. Butterfly on the bottom, a change for the better, and the dog on the top, protection from a powerful friend. Crown. So maybe you are actually starting to become friends with somebody that will either support you and be an ally. I'm not quite sure. Not quite sure yet. It's too hard to say, isn't it? Let's continue. I want to get maybe this one for you guys. For Gemini. Any messages in here for Gemini's watching? Okay, altar number 2. So yeah, 2. Number 2 for altar. Let's see. Devotion, worship, and individuality. A sacred devotion, a worship skin deep, rising from the ash, the waters you keep. 37. So you might be ending a relationship as well. Could be. Your altar is a sacred place created to honor something in your practice, a space dedicated to worship and the devotion of your craft. It should not hold things that are not sacred to your energy work. It should be a place in your home where spirits of the wise gather and share their knowledge with you. Each altar you create is a beautiful expression of who you are. It's where you hold your connection to something in spirit that resonates with your inner self. Some things naturally belong to an altar, such as ritual candles, crystals, herbs, or an athame or a chalice. Personal items are welcome too. There is no right or wrong item to put on your altar as long as it holds special meaning to you. If you have pulled altar, it's because your guides are thrilled to see you making an effort. There needs to be an intention of worshiping a space so that you can harness your energy without disruption. Either a physical space such as an altar or a metaphorical space like an opening of your heart. It is even better to have both, where you can come back to your true self. Know that you have a power deep within that needs a place to land. Your guides need a space to speak to you. They can reach you anywhere on the planet, and you can call on them at any time. Worshipping at your altar gives them an open invitation. They know they are welcome and that you are ready to receive their gifts and messages in your sacred space. Interesting. I want to pull one of these for you guys. Where is the... Yeah, okay. For Gemini. Messages for Gemini is watching. Rebirth. It kind of came out in reverse, but these cards don't have a reverse option, so I'm just going to assume comes up straight unless you want to, interpret that it doesn't. Snake. And let's teach their own. Whatever suits you. Tendencies to strike out and bite, shed the past, 'twas yesterday's fight, transmute the old and seek to evolve, transitional change, rebirths one's resolve. I have slithered along to bring about major changes in your life, and have noticed that you have had difficulties letting go of the past. However, I know from experience that if you don't shed your old skin, you will perish and die within. Past thoughts and feelings keep rearing their ugly heads and strike out at you and others without warning. The illusions of the past are controlling your abilities to see clearly, and you have become blinded to the immense healing opportunities I offer of shedding what no longer serves your higher purpose, to bring about a metamorphosis for change and new beginnings. From this place of transition, you are more able to tap into my wisdom and decipher when is the right time to strike out. Be watchful of biting reactions as you outgrow the old. My antidote will diffuse both your poison thoughts and complications, clearing the way so you can take the path of least resistance to a new life, which awaits for you now. Expect dramatic changes in your life. Your primal life force is awakening. Healing opportunities are being shown to you. Stay grounded and close to the earth. Spiritual guidance draws close to assist in your transitional period. Dreams about snakes biting you signifies others attacking you with poisoned words or actions. Cast a snake eye spell, shake a snake rattle for protection, or use as an amulet or talisman. The rod of Asclepius is recognized emblem for healing and medicine. So you might be dealing with somebody who is also born Sagittarius, just because Asclepius is associated with the god of medicine, who was Chiron, which is actually, we have a Chiron North Node, a lot of activity with that lately. They're both in Aries, and we are in Aries month. So you might actually be noticing these wounds that you didn't pay attention to, and they might be in a specific area of your chart, especially if you're Gemini rising. That would be probably your 12th or 11th. Might be in your organizations, so the place you work. You might be noticing that there's a bit of pain or aggression that's really causing you to learn assertiveness and such. But continuing on, I want to get you some beautiful messages, Gemini. I just feel like Geminis are there are some really great Geminis, That's all I'm saying. Sure, there might not be, but there are some great ones, and they're just wonderful, smart, witty people, and I just really believe in you guys. So, Gemini, messages for Gemini. Oracle of Chaldea. So this is all about pleasure and, well, let's see what it's about. Yeah, so I actually already had it flipped to that, but continue on your healing journey with enthusiasm, but without forcing things to happen more quickly than feels natural. Sometimes the body will be ready to let go while the mind is still holding on, and at other times the mind may need to be patient as the body processes and experience. Trust in your own timing and rhythm. There's no need to be impatient or judge yourself. You were summoning the spiritual fortitude to tackle an issue which was previously holding you back. When the time is right, the healing shall happen more easily than if you tried to push forward prematurely. Things are going to work out. Be positive. There are times when being present in the body and feeling our truth is challenging. We may be unsure of how to hold space for our own emotional and psychological states. Humans are complex creatures, and the authentic healing journey requires us to have patience with ourselves. We need to know when it's safe to delve into a matter with full faith that even if things feel out of control, we are connected to a powerful, supportive spiritual network and our own wisdom, and that's enough to handle whatever arises. Even if we tremble somewhat during the process, we can imagine that the wounded self lives in a room in the mansion of our soul. When that room has not been entered in a long time, it may become a scary place in our minds, a place to avoid. That is how humans protect themselves. Living in such a split and defended state is not tenable forever, but for a time it can serve a useful purpose, allowing you to build the strength and awareness you need to address the situation. We do what we we can to grow and prepare to enter the room, to open it and rescue the beautiful aspect of our soul that's been waiting for such time to come. To prepare for such a heroic healing moment, we can connect with the spiritual realms of light as a source of love and strength. During such downtime with the divine, we can learn about ourselves beyond our wounded parts. While we know we have some healing to do, we also understand that alongside our vulnerability, there is courage, wisdom, and confidence. By acknowledging our wounds and also affirming our strengths, we ready ourselves to take the next steps. The Chaldean is the devotee of light of spirit. When the Oracle of Chaldea comes to you, it is an encouragement to rely on the light. Embrace practices that help you feel connected to the light. Grow your trust in the spirit within you. This is not about ignoring where you need healing. It is about knowing at a deep level that you are loved, spiritually guided, divinely held, worthy, and capable of healing. As you trust in the spiritual light within you and your connection to the spiritual world increases, so too will your readiness to acknowledge and engage with that which needs healing. You'll feel safe and supported and ready to move on. You may feel your relationship with Spirit is already strong enough to support the process. In this case, the Oracle is an encouragement to embrace your readiness and allow the grace of your spiritual journey to expand into all areas of life. This Oracle augurs a spiritual growth spurt, a forward leap on your path to healing and awakening. It is a reminder that no matter how large a challenge may loom, you can continue to grow your spiritual connection, so it is always more powerful than anything else. That is absolutely wonderful. Absolutely. So let's get some... I was about to pull the same deck again, so maybe there's other messages in here. I wonder. For Gemini, Candle Magic number 9. So this is about setting your intentions. You know, they're all around a table, and they're all kind of like looking profoundly into the candles in front of them. And when you do that, the light is a powerful thing. It travels across the universe. It's a way that we can send messages, especially in long distances, frequencies. And all light is just a frequency of, colors are just a frequency of light, right? So what you think is a frequency as well. Anyways, so let's see what else for Geminis. Gemini watching. Geminis. Prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. So there might be a new way of approaching finances. Your dreams need a practical plan. Work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. There might be a new intimate understanding about your deepest aspects of yourself as well. Or just like somebody's calling this out of you for Gemini. Gemini messages. Mercury, of course, you're Gemini. Gemini messages for Gemini. Fate, self-worth, messages and dreams. Interesting. So this might have been someone you met or who was very party animal or really liked to party and have a great time. You might be, there's some suffering or lack from a detachment of a feminine. I'm just looking at this card. I've never really seen it before. And he's like staring out this window, but the window's like shattering in on him. Like maybe he doesn't like what he's seeing. I don't know. He kind of looks suspicious out the window. But let's get you an angel card if we haven't already. For Geminis. Oh my God. Attracting, not chasing, quiet retreat. You might be retreating because you don't feel you deserve something. You're a beloved child of God like everyone else, and you deserve to receive the support that will allow you to focus on your divine life purpose. Even if you can't yet recognize your lovable qualities, trust that God and the angels can see how amazing you truly are. Anything or anyone you chase after will run the other way because of the fears underlying chasing energy. Instead, attract what you need by sending out love, gratitude, and welcoming energy, and then quiet retreat. It's time to disconnect from the outer world so you can discern and process your true thoughts and feelings from your inner world. Create this quiet time for yourself, and you'll have more clarity on what to do next. And it's a really pretty card. She's looking at like 2 doves, and I don't have a great camera, but it's a beautiful card. I feel like I want to keep going, but I don't know. Like, I feel like I can't. Is this how you feel? Like, you feel like you want to keep going, but like, you don't know what to do. You don't know where to go. You don't know what to... Let's get you some advice from this. Best advice from Geminis watching. Oh my God. These flipped. These did an amazing flip. Amazing. They were like reversed in the deck. They flew and they flipped upright. It was beautiful. Ace of Swords. Speak your mind to solve your problems. Maybe that flip was a metaphor. Like, maybe something's being hidden right now, and then the Ace of Swords flips upright and lands, so something needs to be revealed, and that would be the correct position. So use your logic, power, heart of the matter, insight, clarity, breakthrough, and ideas. Speak your mind to solve your problems. Maybe you need to have a discussion, a really honest discussion, being saying things that are honest, but in the best way you can. In order to have an equal balance and an equal give and take in the dynamic or relationship that you're talking about. But you have to. This is the Ace of Swords. So learn to take life as it comes, both positive and negative. Arguments, inner or outer conflict, struggle, boldness, tension, rivalry, or competition. So there might have been a really tough argument here with a lot of passionate people fighting for their side, a lot of ego involved in this, just a lot of passion, a lot of fire, and a lot of dynamism. And then there was something hidden here. But what would really solve this, I guess, or maybe there was a harsh truth spoken. Advice for Gemini? Well, that was your advice, though. Learn to take life as it comes and speak your mind to solve your problems. Careful of seeing things that are not there. Open your heart and receive the emotions around you. Take your time to think before you act. That's interesting. Oh, I see. Okay, so you might be considering, because the top of the deck was a Hierophant and Empress, you might be considering a new fruitful venture, but it's going to take a serious commitment. Could be a partnership, some girl, I would assume, or a woman energy, a feminine energy, or somebody who embodies the Empress energy, which is all about all four queens in total balance and full power. And maybe there's some kind of sadness related to this woman right now, and so you took a break to be single after this fight or conflict. But the best thing to do might be to reconcile, just to have a steady home life. Interesting. Yeah. I don't know. I'm seeing good things in your future. It's not like a negative read by any means. I don't see a negative read here at all. Especially with the Hierophant and the Empress on top. That's not bad. Oh, but I see there's just some delays in this. Some treacherous disorganization, some arrogance, some obstinacy, some stubbornness. Failure to face the facts. Delay. Disappointment. Blame. Doubt. Pity, quietness, waste, arguments, disunity, selfishness, greed, materialism, mistakes, imperfection. There's always another way to do something. So we had a whole string of negative cards right after, because I was like, the Empress and the Hierophant seems really positive. There's obviously a commitment with a strong woman here. So what's the issue, right? Negative, like delays. There's just a lot of ego, a lot of failure to face the facts, a lot of arguments, a lot of waste, a lot of just useless stupidity, greed, materialism, selfishness. And then the last card to end that is there is another way to do something. Yeah. So there was a lot of burdens definitely created. Use your intuition to set your moral compass. Truth, clarity, cause and effect, eternal justice, accountability. You have earned every one of your successes. Maybe by being more, taking charge of some kind of forward force to transform this forward force. Your clear communication expresses what's best for all. Frustration, separation, failure to meet the test, avoidance of choice, or overcommitment. You might just have to be really honest with somebody about how you were feeling at the time. Just be honest, like I was going through a lot, and, But anyways, I hope that helped you. I think I'm about done. If you would like any other readings, please like or comment, and I hope that helped you. And take care of yourself, Gemini.